Greetings. You know who it is. Welcome back to the Enterdacypher podcast. I'm your host, your confidant, your guru of some sort, Cypher Da MC, the Muhammad Ali of MCs. Oh yeah, episode number 2, baby. Season 2, back in full effect. I hope everyone is having a good day so far, or a good evening so far. Hopefully that you're as God wakes you up, as the Creator wakes you up, that you're taking each and every day by the horns as we continue to progress to be the best version of ourselves. This is a journey. This is a journey, guys. But you're not alone, because I'm right there with you. So with that being said, of course, we have to get our disclaimers out the way, so that way it's just made known exactly what we're about. And I'm going to touch on that as well. I am not a doctor of any kind. I don't have any master's degrees or doctorates or anything such as that from Harvard or MIT or Yale or Columbia. I'm not a relationship expert, so to speak. I'm not a doctor of psychiatry or psychology or anything such as that. I'm just a regular Joe Schmo, just giving you the benefit of my perspectives, my experiences, because as I said, I'm learning as well, and this is how we grow together. We share these things. So of course, if you haven't already downloaded the podcast, or if this is your first time listening, pull up, grab some snacks, and get your notes out. But if you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, or subscribed or added me on Facebook or Instagram or any of the social media platforms, please do so. That support definitely goes to benefit not only the podcast, but also the YouTube channel as well, because we're trying to get the message out there. We're trying to get the message out there that if we continue to be the best version of ourselves, we're going to treat people differently. We're going to treat people better. We're going to treat ourselves better first, though. If we are in a good place, we can treat people better. Am I right? We can treat people better. And then I feel that would just give a ripple effect in life. So here's the thing. Are you a control freak? That's the name of today's episode. Are you a control freak? And I'll get into that for a second. I mean, take a few moments to analyze yourself, because you know yourself better than anyone else. Are you a control freak? Do you have to have your finger on the pulse of everything that goes on? If you feel that no one else can do it around you the way that you would do it, you take it out of their hands, and you pretty much are doing it. And you're running yourself ragged. You're running yourself ragged when you do that. But take a moment to just think about that. And of course, that's just my personal opinion, of course. And, we have a scale here, right? As we said last season, some people are on one end of the scale. Some people are on the other end. We can take it with a grain of salt, right? But here's the thing. During the course of gearing up for season 2, I had a lot of time. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, dude, you took like 18 years to get back to us. Please forgive me again. Let's hug it out. But here's the thing. I had a lot of time to kind of think and really try to get what I wanted to do, what I feel that I've been directed to do for the most part on this journey. Get it down, organized, and structured. And I'm a guy that's big on structure, but I'm also an idea guy. So I pride myself on being a creative person, just trying to create something. And the way that my brain works, is idea after idea after idea would come to me, and I try to jot them down as fast as they come to me. Sometimes I can't get to all of them, sometimes I can, but then I jot them down and I try to see exactly where they can fit, if they can fit into the grand scheme of things. Granted, I understand that not everything is going to be shown to me at once. I believe the Creator doesn't give us everything all at once, because then our brains will just explode. And sometimes I felt that I was close to, just brain matter everywhere. Because I'm writing all these ideas down. I'm like, okay, well, I can't do this until I have this done. I can't do this until I have this done. So I try to find a starting point, and I'm getting some help in that area to be more organized and structured. So don't worry, guys. These next couple of months are going to be great and everything like that. Did I mention that I'm also trying to buy a house? That ties into what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm on that journey as well. And shout out to anyone that has ever gone through that process. And again, that ties into what we're talking about today, about being a control freak. But anyway, the thing that I've come to understand is that, and as we discussed last season, there are things outside of your control. There are things outside of our control that we have to allow to play out. I know it hurts. I know that it is one of those things we just do not want, because we want to be able to control everything. Because if we feel that we're in control, we feel that we can kind of govern how things should be and move it towards an ending or resolution that is most, that is best for us. So here's one of the things that I want you to write down. I'll give you a few moments to get a pen and paper, or use your phone and use the little notes option, if you have that in your phone. If it's called notes, that you can write this down. You ready? Okay. Here's one thing that I want you to take away from this. You have to learn that you cannot control the process. I'll say that again because a lot of people may not get that. You have to learn that you cannot control the process. The process is what it is. For example, like I said, I'm in the process of trying to buy a home and things of that nature. I've always wanted my own home. Somewhere that I can entertain, or basically just have a place of peace at the end of the day, after doing whatever I'm doing to, try to do my little small part of making the world a better place. I can just come home and just relax, have peace of mind. But I understand that the journey to being a home buyer is a process. I didn't go into it being naive and thinking that it was just going to be, yay, I'll put my name on some stuff and then go look for houses. No, it's a lot more involved than that, especially with what I want. Especially with what I want and what I need for it to be in order to cater to what it is that I'm doing. I like space. I believe in environments. I like a good environment. Space is good for me. So with that being said, I understand that there will be a process, that it's not going to be an overnight venture. It's not going to be something that's going to happen in a few days. It's not, I'm just like everyone else. Like I said, I'm a regular Joe Schmo. That, I got to submit this. I got to submit this documentation. I may even have to do some work on my end to get in a place where they say, okay, we're in a better place now. This is what you need to do at this point. Cool. I'm good with that. So I can't control the process. I can only control what I can control. Write this down. You can only control what you can control. And that means basically you can control your attitude towards the process. You can control the time that you devote to getting other things done while the process is being, is taking place. So you still have control. You just don't have control over everything. And that's perfectly fine. I know we live in a world where patience seems to come in spurts. So we have to be patient with the process itself. If we're not patient with the process, we often tend to overstep our bounds, so to speak. We tend to overstep things, and then we can either make things worse or harder for ourselves, or we end up wasting one or more of 4 things that I've found so far. So I want you to write these 4 things down, because these are the 4 things that I myself, I hate to waste. I hate to waste these 4 things specifically. I may actually come up with some more, I don't know. But I've discovered 4 things that I just, I cannot, it just irks me to waste. Either when I see it wasted or I waste it myself. And that is food, time, energy, and money. Food, time, energy, and money. Now, of course, when you're dealing with buying a house, as our example, food is not part of the equation. But if you're anything like me, you hate wasting effort and energy doing something that is not going to benefit you. If it's not going to benefit you, then there really is no reason to try to do it or entertain the thought of doing it. Like, I'm not going to go out here and look for houses that, that could be well without my, or well outside of my price range, only to be told by the mortgage people, well, you need to bring it down by, 75, 50, 100,000, or you know what? You just need to get out of that neighborhood altogether. That is not where you're at right now, buddy. You're not there yet. Not that you couldn't be, but you need to get out of there. Put your car in reverse and stop looking in that neighborhood. So, with that being said, I would be wasting time and energy and effort looking around at houses that I don't know whether or not I can afford or within my price range. So I have to be patient within the process. I had to learn a long time ago that I can't control everything, nor should I try to influence the process. The process is what it is. I just have to be ready when the process is finished to move forward to the next step. And I think that's where a lot of us fail, is that we get so complacent that we either understand it's a process, but we don't do anything in the meantime because we're just waiting. Or we try to influence the process to try to hurry it along, and we get frustrated. And we may even just stop the process altogether because of our frustration, only to go back to it at a later point, realizing, you know what, I've lost so much time now. I could have just let everything be as it was, and I could have been a little bit further along had I not stopped the process, had I not tried to, rush things, had I just waited and allowed the process to occur. And I understand we are human. We're all human. We tend to kind of, at some point in time, depending on what it means to us, on the level that it means something to us, we tend to kind of try to do a little bit more than we should be doing. And it's okay to a certain extent, but we have to continue to learn ourselves first before we can do anything else, take each and every day to learn more about who you are. No one is perfect, so I mean, when you look in the mirror, understand your weaknesses. Address those weaknesses. Don't just say, I know I have a temper. Okay, so what are you doing to kind of, work on that? I just stay away from people who make me angry. All right, so you're a hermit then. Because at some point in time, someone is going to make you upset or say or do something that's going to possibly, make you upset. So you can't really say you stay away from people. We have to take each and every day to understand what we can control and what we can't control. The biggest thing that we can control is ourselves. So write that down. The biggest thing we can control is ourselves. We can control what time we get up in the morning. When the Creator wakes us up, we can decide to hit that snooze button. I don't know how many times. We can decide to get up early. We can decide to get, whenever we got late, we can lay there in the bed for an hour after the alarm goes off. We can get right on up, do things. You have control over, for the most part, how you schedule your day, what it is that you have to do. Go to work, okay. Are you doing anything else besides work, etc., etc.? You have no control over traffic. You don't have no control over the time it takes for you to get back and forth to work if you're not working from home. You have no control over how quickly the barista at Starbucks makes your favorite drink. She could be having a bad day. She could just, or she could be, going through some things herself. It could be the volume of customers ahead of you. Orders could be backed up. Any number of things. You have no control over that. You have no control over how long your lunch your break is. Unless you just are one of those people that take an extra little 5 minutes. You take an extra 5 minutes here and there. But everything is a process. So look at yourself today and take these notes with you. Are you a control freak? Do you try to control every little aspect of your life? Because that may be causing some stress to you that you may not realize that you're a control freak. You may be trying to control everything and then get so flustered or upset or bothered by when things aren't done the way that you think that they should be done, and then you have to feel that you have to do them yourself. I'm somewhat of a control freak, I can admit that, because if I try to delegate something to someone, they have to kind of envision how I want it done. So I'm leaning more towards teaching rather than trying to take over so much, because again, idea after idea comes to me and I have to write them down, and I know I can't do everything. So you have to learn self first. We have to learn self first. So last little tidbit, my fellow MCs, you guys, I definitely appreciate each and every download, each and every subscriber, each and every like, comment, all that good stuff. So definitely continue to support the channel, support the podcast. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Cypher Da MC, CYPHER DAMC. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. I want to get your ideas. I want to get your suggestions. I want to hear those things. Anything that I can do to try to make the show better, or elevate it to the next level. I definitely have some things in place for you guys, and I know I have to kind of do it in steps. But you're on this journey with me, so I got all the confidence in the world that it's going to be awesome. Not only awesome, but boss awesome. Boss awesome with a side of awesome smothered in awesomeness. can never have too much awesome. So definitely I want everyone to have a blessed day today. Continue to work on you. Continue to look at yourself first in any and all things. Continue to love yourself. Continue to value yourself. If you have anyone that is in your corner, pushing you, motivating you, take this time out to say thank you. They may not know exactly what you're saying thank you for, and may think that, hey, I'm just doing my job as a friend or a person of influence, I guess. But just tell them thank you, and it will definitely make their day. So I am your host. I am your Coy Leray best friend. It's your boy Cypher Da MC, the Muhammad Ali of MCs, signing off. And I want each and every one of you to have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week as well. We shall be getting back to the 2 episode per week format here very soon. But continue to just look at yourself. Continue to love yourself. Continue to value yourself, and you will be valued. And as always, before you can love anyone else, you must first love yourself. Believe that. Cypher.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is... I will not lose.
Enter the cypher with your life.